What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Blockhash podcast channel. Let's talk crypto. Today we're going to be talking about XRP, Ripple, and giving you a bit of an update on the price and where things are at. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. Do your own research and your own due diligence before you invest in any type of crypto. Now, let's get into it. So XRP, like most of the crypto market, has had a little bit of a pullback after a very strong end to March. Again, April was very flat, and then right into last week around Wednesday, we had this nice pullback, and we're consolidating around 46.33. On the RSI, on the daily, we are well below the moving average, which is the yellow line, but we're starting to see a little bit of a potential trend reversal if we could just print a green bar on the day. Sitting at 45.79 at the current moment. So yeah, it's definitely possible that we could uptick, finish the day. My time would be around 7 o'clock p.m. But we will see what ends up happening. So let's go ahead and get rid of the RSI. I want to blow this up a little bit, measure it out for you guys. We are looking at potential trend here in the short term. We're looking at resistance around this level. We're just going to eyeball this. We're not going to do it perfectly. But the last time this retested was around September. We had XRP come up around the time of the Ethereum merge event, hit 54.88. We saw something very similar here at the end of March. Double tap this, came back down, consolidating here. Much like we did in this region, there was a lot of consolidation going on. So we're in this upper bound. The thing to look for is, do we break below 44 cents? If we break below 44 cents, that would not be good for XRP in the short term, in which we'd probably fall all the way back down to 41 and then retesting levels around 37. 34.88, and then ultimately 33. Now that could happen. A lot of people are calling for a little bit of an accumulation before we have a potential run up. So let's say this was bottom here for XRP around 43.97. We could see trend reverse relatively soon as we get into the first week of May, and maybe we come back and retest this again. Maybe we start heading up. That's the question. Or maybe this gets drawn out and we have a long summer ahead of us. Now, zooming out to a bit of a longer time frame on the daily chart, we have quite a bit of sloping downhill. Oh, look at that. Touches our bar perfectly. Downhill resistance there. Downhill resistance there. So this is a very, very key area to break through. We're looking at like this little triangle diamond area that leads into the middle to late May, where we got to decide which way the price is going to go. In the short term, this is nothing new for XRP, just popping on news and hope, waiting for that SEC battle to potentially get wrapped up into ends. We got some major downsloping resistance that we got to get through. If we do break through this, it's pretty much open air up to around 88 cents. That would be my first target. And after getting to that target, we'd probably retrace. Let's see how accurate we are on the fib retracement. Let's use where we're at right now to local, not really local top, but let's say, let's drag this all the way to all-time highs. Assuming we're going to go through and break all-time highs in this next cycle, where do we need to get to? So fib retracement has my resistance just in between the 0.786 and the 0.618. So yeah, this blue region is going to be a huge area of resistance as we go up. But in the short term, this is all open air. We should be able to see XRP rise above 0.7679. And if that happens, we should hold temporarily in this area, but we will pull back. So I'm looking for the next move to be this high. If that happens, we're looking at potential increase of 60% or so for XRP. So yeah, I think the biggest thing that holds back the XRP price is going to be that SEC case that is just looming right now. Like, we're trying to get some kind of idea if it's going to end this month, by the end of this month. Like, some people say it's going to end by the end of April, in the next week or two, or the first week of May. Some people think it's going to end in June or July as we go into the summer. And then some are not really as optimistic. So it really depends. But everything has trended in XRP's favor in that lawsuit with the SEC. So I'm expecting Annalisa Torres to give us some kind of resolution relatively soon, and then that'll give us some direction on XRP. Otherwise, we're just looking at this little heartbeat blip pattern, up, down, sideways, up, down, sideways. We don't want to see that. We want to get out of this. We want to confirm that this is a new bull cycle for altcoins and for XRP. So we're looking for this 43.9 to hold as much as possible and at least go sideways. The problem with going sideways is, you know, you can collapse down, but you could look at this collapse similar to the one we had here. But I think all roads point to us going up. If we look back historically, when did we get the first move in 2020 to show us that we were going to go up? Like, this little blob here is very, very similar. Let's see if I can grab like a box. How do I grab boxes? Rectangle? This area is very similar to this area and this area, you know, so we could be potentially looking at something like this happening around November. Again, November seems to be a very key month for a lot of altcoins. So I would be targeting this either happening earlier than we thought or dragging this out all the way to November around this area. August, September, October, November. So this area out here, if we get drug out and we go consolidate sideways, could be where we get our first initial pop for the bull market. Or else, you know, this could happen earlier. It just depends, because we're sitting at some crucial levels, and either we get rejected hard or we get some good news or something happens and we get a huge swath of buys. But yeah, we're looking like we're heading towards this. It's just a matter of consolidation. We did this here, so there's argument that we've already started it early, and in that case, we'd be looking at a much larger move come November. But I think it's more likely we play out like every other cycle. November, we see our first pop. We get that 77 mark in the 70 range, like I'm thinking we're going to get. And then we pull back, maybe not as hard as this pullback, where you pull back 71%. But yeah, we're getting very close, guys. When you zoom things out, you look at it on a macro scale, we are almost there with XRP. It's just going to take a little bit more time. But things are looking fine in the meantime. They're not bad. They're not ugly. It's just flat. Like, this is a very low point for XRP, and it's consolidated very well. And if you look at the price history, this is very strong. It's very strong above 30 cents. It's probably not going to go that low ever again. It looks like it's got a lot of support around 35 cents, and it's all uphill from here. So a lot of positivity in the XRP charts. Anyways, guys, sorry. You ever get your tongue twisted when you're trying to say words and it's like early in the morning and you haven't had your coffee yet and you send, "What's up, gays?" "What's up, guys?" Oh, man. Okay. All right. Cheers, guys. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below what you think is happening with XRP. Any news that you've come across. Let's measure these charts together and let's look at some interesting correlations. Be sure to like the video as well and subscribe to the channel as we grow. We really do appreciate your support. Cheers.